When life gives you lemons, don't make the lemonade. Just give them back. The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. There is this message that we hear often in our life. We are encouraged to make the best out of the worst possible situations. We're encouraged to make the best out of horrible circumstances. And there's that saying that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But I don't think that's the best way to approach life. When we get things that we don't really want, it doesn't make us feel good. It doesn't make us happy. And the phrase, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, means that you are accepting the things in your life that you don't really want, that you don't really like. And when we just accept those, we're sending the message to everyone around us that it's okay. It's okay. We will accept when you do things that hurt us. It's okay when you send us things that we don't want. We're just going to play nice, be the good girl, and make the best of the situation. But that doesn't always get us to the place where we want to be. It doesn't get us to that place where we become assertive, where we can communicate what we want. It doesn't get us to the place where we can stand up and say, no, this is not how this is going to go down. This is not what is acceptable. This is not how you treat me, how you interact with me. This is not how life is going to go. We have done so much sanitizing of those raw, hard emotions. We have done so much to sanitize these intense feelings that we have in us. When you ask for something in your life and someone shows up with the complete opposite, in that moment, you don't have to go, this is fine, I'll accept it. We all have the right to say, no, this is not acceptable. This is not what I asked for. This is not what I want. This is not how things are going to go. Especially as women, we have been conditioned and trained to fear the anger, the rage, the true raw emotions. We have been conditioned that we are not supposed to have access to those. We have been conditioned that those are bad, they're unhealthy. Nobody's going to love you if you show rage. Nobody's going to support you. Nobody's going to want you. Nobody's going to marry you. Women are not supposed to have access to that power. Women are conditioned to be fearful of their power. They're conditioned to be afraid of fully embodying the rage that we feel when life continues to disappoint us. A woman who is fully in her power, who owns all of her emotions, who has access to all of her emotions, is extremely powerful and cannot be manipulated and cannot be controlled. If you have never fully tapped into that source of power inside of you, it can be scary. It can be frightening. There is so much energy running up through your body. There is so much coming out of you. You can't control your emotions. You don't know if you want to punch something or cry. Tapping into the rage that's stored in our bodies isn't always a pleasant experience because we've never felt it. We don't know what is going to happen. We don't know where it's going to go. And oftentimes we have been told that if we feel those emotions, if we feel that raw power, it's going to be used against us. someone is going to demonize us. They're going to cast us away. They're going to label us as an angry woman. We have been conditioned to believe that that angry woman inside of us is unlovable, is unworthy, and is unacceptable by society. But that's simply a mechanism for control. That's simply a mechanism to control women. The next time you ask for something in life, you ask for oranges, and the universe produces lemons. Don't just make lemonade. Don't just send out the message that it's okay. It's okay that I don't get what I want. It's okay that I don't get what I ask for. We all have the right to get the things that we want in life. We all have the right to be treated in ways that are respectful. We all have the right to be treated with dignity. When you get the lemons, simply say, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I asked for. I do not accept that. So many of us want access to our intuition. We want access to the feelings and emotions. We want to have clear insight about what is the next step. And I know a lot of us feel like we aren't getting the information that we're asking for. We're not getting the signs. We're not getting the clues. The messages we're getting are not clear. The clearest way to start getting true messages is to take action on the things that are showing up in your life. When you start accepting everything that the world brings to you, that the universe brings to you, there's no way for you to actually calibrate. There's no way for you to set those energetic boundaries in yourself. So when you accept something that you don't really want, you are creating the confusion. You're perpetuating the confusion. When something shows up in your life and you say, no, that's not what I want, then the universe knows, okay, she doesn't want that. What does she want? And your vision, your next step, your desire becomes more clear. And when we have people around us who intentionally bring us lemons, even though we ask for oranges, we are giving them permission to continue this behavior. We're giving them permission to treat us like this. I remember when I was young, and when you're young, you're impressionable, you see relationships as this very important thing to obtain in your life. Having a relationship was important. And oftentimes we will do things in relationships that we don't really want to do to maintain the relationship. And we accept the lemons. Because if we reject the lemons, it's often held against us, and the threat is there that this person is going to leave us. But the relationship itself is so much more important than how this person treats us, that we do make concessions on what is acceptable and what isn't. But that was the young version of me. This version of me, this version of Tracy, realizes that if the person is intentionally doing things that hurt me, that are not what I asked for, that are not what is best for me, I would rather be without the relationship. I would rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't value me, who doesn't respect me, and who doesn't value my wants and my needs. We don't have to accept the lemons in life. We don't have to be afraid of the feelings that come up, of the rage, of the anger, of the disappointment. We don't have to be afraid of those feelings. And we don't have to continually accept the shortcomings of people. We don't have to just live and accept whatever comes our way and just put a smile on and say, it's fine. That is not how we get to the peace and the joy and the love and all of those great things that we want in life. We don't get those just by accepting everybody's lemons. Don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of your power to say no. Don't be afraid to ask for what you really want. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.